Namaste dosto. Welcome to my YouTube channel called Avidi Manufacturing. So today we are going to discuss on a topic called as to how to handle the MoHAP portal, which is Ministry of Health and the Prevention. This portal will help you in registering your product into a territory of United Arab Emirates. So let's begin to today's lecture. So basically, I'm going to help you in understanding basics regarding the portal, right? So when you click a given website, it will land up into one of the pages. So in the page, it mainly comprises of following three screens. The first screen is related to the login screen. The second is the main screen. And the third is the dashboard screen. So now let's go and understand each of the screen. So when I talk about the login screen, so the moment you enter the portal URL, it will be redirecting to a login access, where an applicant acting as a new to this portal, they first of all they themselves need to get registered by forming a new account. The moment they register the account, they will get the login credential for going to the subsequent stages, right? So let's go and understand. So the login screen will comprises of the login options, which will contain the username, the password, and the one who doesn't have an login ID, they will be getting a field of register now, right? So now assuming, let's say I am the new user for this portal and I want to trade my product into the U.A.E. So I need to click the button of register now. The moment I click the button of register now, I need to publish an username, a valid email address, then the password, and then the subsequent button, which is a next button. So when you're going to create a new login ID, you need to consider few of the points, right? First point is that the username should not contain @ sign, right? Whereas the password should be in between 8 to 20 characters containing a combination of the text and the number, right? So the moment you fulfill all this information, you need to click the next button. So once you click the next button, it is going to ask the choose the account type. So when you are going to click the button of the account type, there would be 4 more options. What are those 4 options? This 4 option is nothing but it is a type of an applicant. If an applicant is an individual, so we need to click the individual, or if it falls related to the business category, they need to click the business, then the government and the charity. So now let's understand each of the category before you create a successful login ID. Assuming that you are an individual, so you need to click an individual option and then click the create account button. So this is very simple to make as an individual. So the moment you click the create account button, a pop-up mail would go to your given mail address where it will help you in activating the login ID. So before we go to the activation mode, let's talk about the remaining 3 categories, which is business, charity and the government. Assuming that the user is going to choose business as one of the account type, right? So they must proceed to choose the following business entity. So there are 2 types of business entity. The one is the licensed business entity and the second is the unlicensed business entity, right? So in business there are 2 categories. One is a business license entity and the other is unlicensed business entity. When we are talking about the licensed business entity, so the user need to select the health authority first of all. So when you see on the my screen, there are different categories of the health authority. So over here, almost 17 types of the health authority option I have mentioned, such as medical store, local manufacturer, private hospital, clinic, contract research organization, chemical precursor company, university, and so on, my friends. So you need to click any one of the health authority option. The moment you click the one of the health authority as an option, you need to publish few information related to business. Information such as license number, license issue date, license expiry date, registered username, and the registered email ID. Right? If the user is going to select health authority as the MoHAP, the system will verify the license information and will display them as a read only once verified. So now let's talk about the unlicensed business entity. So in the unlicensed business entity is the government hospital, the contract research organization, and the government hospital. Like this, we are talking about the registration for the government purpose, right? So in the government there are 6 options mainly, right? So either it could be an applicant, could be a government hospital, it could be a CRO, it could be a government hospital, it could be a government, or it could be a government entity, right? And then you need to answer whether the government entity is licensed or not. Same like licensed government entity and the unlicensed government entity, my friends. So I hope this is very clear and easy to understand, right? Now let's talk about the moment you click any one of the applicant type and then how this login ID get activated. So once the user creates an account, an email will be sent to the user registered email that will contain a link that activates the account. The user should click the activation link before it get expire, right? Usually the link get expire within 30 minutes from the request. So the moment you activate your account, you now need to log in into your existing account. So welcome to the MoHAP portal with the given login address and the login credential. Same, then you put the username, password and click the login button, right? Once you successfully log in the portal, you will land up to the portal landing page, right? This was easy to understand. In case if you forget the password, you can click a button called retrieve credential, that button, that field. On the basis of which you can reset your password in the case if you forget the login part. Now let's talk about as to what are the content on the main screen the moment you land up onto the main web page. So once the user have logged successfully into the MoHAP portal, it will be directed to the main screen, right? This main screen will allow the user to perform the following action. So what are those actions? User will be able to access 6 options mainly. They can click the dashboard button, right? In order to manage the account, they click the profile icon, right? In order to view and modify the MoHAP records, they can click the button which is mentioned as a MoHAP records. If they want any help, they can click the sound buttons. If they want to change the language from an Arabic to the English, they can click this icon, right? And then to see the application applied so far, they can click and open all application buttons. And then there are various links which will help you in navigating through the various guidelines, right? And still if you found any difficulty, you can click one button which is mentioned as how to use. So I hope this was clear, my friends. Now let's talk about how we are going to navigating through the following options, right? So the first point in registering a product detail is that you should first address all the necessary information in the profile icon. So the profile icon, you will be able to update and manage the account detail. Preference would be selected. You will be able to change your password. Then you can create a sub account based on the number of users, and over there you will be able to get the logout information also. So in the My Profile option, the information will be comprising of the account data, the contact information, the doctor list and the attachments, right? So I hope this is clear, my friends. So in the account data will be able to give you an provision where user can add, delete and update any of the account type, whether it's an individual user, the business government user, or the charity user, my friends, right? So I hope this is clear, my friends. Now, what are the information which are there as a part of the contact information? The first one is the country of residence, the city, the address, the box number, the telephone, mobile, fax, registered email and the website, my friends. So I hope you are able to understand like what are those information, the contact information. In case of the doctor list, this profile subsection will allow the user to manage the list of the doctors by adding, deleting doctors and updating the field associated with the doctor, such as the name, specialty, the licensing, the licensing authority name, the license number, license status and so on, my friends. And plus, you will also be able to attach few of the documents, such as when it's come with respect to the individual, you can attach your passport, the Emirates ID. Whereas when it's come with respect to the business or the government user, you can be able to upload the trade license, the chamber of commerce license, the municipality license and the medical license based on the applicability, right? So you can see like once you update the account data, then contact information, then you'll be able to upload the necessary information, right? So I hope this is clear, my friends. Now, in order to get an automatic notification from the MoHAP portal, you can be able to update the details provided in the preference section or the notification section, where you can choose the language such as the English or the Arabic. You can choose the notification mode where you can get the information either in form of SMS or in form of a mail. So I hope this is clear, my friends. Fine. Let's say you started with registering the product, but what happened? You could not able to complete your registration process. So the application would be same in the draft format. So those application can be viewed under the notification button, which is termed as the unregistered product, right? So when I click the unregistered product or add the new unregistered product, like the details, those product which needs to get registered. So you need to fulfill the following information, such as the pack or the trade name, the product class, the product subclass, the dispensing mode, the strength, the dosage form, dosage subcategory, the container type, the pack size, the package description, the shelf life, the storage condition and so on. So these are the information which you need to fill whenever you're going to register a new product into the MoHAP portal. Now, if I want to add any manufacturing site for which I need to get them registered on the portal, so there is one more options provided under the notification, under the unregistered, which is the unregistered manufacturing site. So in this field, you will be able to add and delete the informations, my friends, such as the name of the site, the country, the city, the address, the PO, the telephone, fax, email, website and so on. Whereas one more option is also there to publish the information related to the unregistered invoice issuer. So I hope this is clear, my friends. Now let's talk about how to manage this sub account. So let's say for the user to open this feature, they must first click on their username and proceed to click on the manage sub account button, right? Where you will be able to edit the sub account, deactivate the sub account and create the new sub account. As you can see, like they have the username, the email ID, the status, disable, enable, date and the actions, right? So this is the way how you do it, right? So in order to edit the sub account, you have the two provision where you can choose either the account can be enabled or disabled and the align services, what work he or she can do, right? So this is very easy to understand, my friends. And then to get the logout, you can click the logout button. Now my friends, now the interesting part is to understand, once I initiate an application, I would be able to see all the information related to the registered product and the registered manufacturing site the moment it get passed in the scrutiny process by the MoHAP committee. So you need to click the MoHAP record button where you can see the two field options. One is the registered product and the second is the manufacturing site. So a business user can view the list of all the products registered by the business entity by click on the registered product in the MoHAP record, which redirect user to the registered product screen. So this registered product screen will contain the information such as the pack name, the class, the strength, the dosage form, the expiration date and the action button. So if you want to renew your product license on the product registration, you need to click this button, the button which is this made up of the icon button for the renewing process. If you want to modify the registered product such as the information related to the class, strength or any type, you need to click the edit options. Same thing would be applicable in the similar manner for changing or modifying any information related to the registered manufacturer sites. So in this case also these two buttons plays a crucial role, my friends, right? We talk about as to how to change your language, right? And we also talk about how to do the help options button, right? So this is very easy to understand. And we talk about the notification center. Now the dashboard screen. So dashboard screen pe once you go to the dashboard screen, in the dashboard user will be able to see following screen such as view application statistic, create a new application, manage all application, view and modify the registered product, right? So if you want to initiate any fresh application, you need to click a button called new application, right? The moment you click this button, then you need to fulfill all the subsequent informations, right? The moment you do all the stages, you will be able to know the view application statistic in the category of the status bar and the statistical pie chart, right? Such as let's say in terms of the pie chart, you will be able to see like pending corrections, pending with the MOH, pending payment or rejected, right? Hope this is clear, my friends. Now let's talk about when you're going to create a new application, what are the things which you're going to follow step by step. So the moment you create the new application, right, you'll be able to see a following options: a drug registration, whether it's a minor variation, drug registration, drug classification, so all this site registration, so all this information you need to click upon in order to get the create application, right? So I hope this is clear, my friends. I hope you would have liked my today's lecture. Please do like, comment, subscribe and share my channel in your network and help me in growing. Till then, take care. Bye bye.